Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out. Oh, who say does that?
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K.
Cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes. You might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize. I'm who you need, and that's fine.
Weeks along with the
Blind, yeah, but only for the night. But that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados. Can't post you. We gotta.
two.
I do whatever you say though. Tryna pop out. I'm like, hey yo, we can't do that. Gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door. Cause you ain't messing with no amateur, and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mix. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trip.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Boston, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Washington, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And you know, for the Celtics, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, they've got Chris Middleton. Sarr out there with George. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. The Celtics working the ball around now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And George kicks to Middleton. Holiday finds Brown. Now here's Porzingis. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to White. Back to Brown.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Tatum passes to White. Back to Tatum. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keith. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Now is the time. Get loud and welcome your Wizards Breaker.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Jason Tatum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. George finds Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. The Celtics with the lead. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keith. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Tatum. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Carrington. Wizards passing it around.
Inside, Middleton's so dangerous, just a cunning scorer in the paint.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Celtics. by 3. Middleton the pass to George. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Celtics second.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
Quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So it's the Celtics now. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Sarr with it. He's picked up by White.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room. You like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
fast break. Tatum with the ball.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And that one falls for Middleton.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Assist goes to Sam Hauser.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds. Feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
And they call an illegal screen here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Drew Holiday.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. George comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Johnson in for Jordan Poole. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
The action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket. Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Rashawn Holmes. Smart is out there with Johnson. Then it's George. And it's Champagnie in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways. Shaking his head on that one, knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And you have to stay poised to finish a play like that. Smart, so good at recognizing the chance for the three-point play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
The line for one.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. He blocks it again.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Craig sets the screen for Tatum.
Looking at some numbers for Jason Tatum. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, putting up 26 points per, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And that one falls for Smart.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
And Tatum over to help. Tatum draws the double.
baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
For Boston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he can't get the first one.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And the second free throw, good. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Sets a screen. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Johnson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Jones checked in for George. Goes in there.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Tatum a screen. Holiday gets the bucket.
Wow, that's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
In there, the Boston lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Smart.
And Smart doesn't go to the mid-range often, but he's an opportunistic scorer. He'll take any good look you give him.
Tatum with the screen on Holmes. Holiday gets the bucket.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. Looking at the numbers for Drew Holiday, a strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And that one falls for Tatum. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Pritchard. And so Tatum nails them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
George with the screen on Brown. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket for Middleton.
He's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Porzingis with a screen on Middleton.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. You must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
tray.
And Poole is such a tough and dynamic three-point shooter. He's comfortable firing from anywhere.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I still think, even after a few seasons, that Porzingis has a focus to continue to get stronger physically.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. So he gets them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
And it's blocked.
And that's what active hands on D gets you. Brown got just enough of that one. And they continue to control the glass.
Boston basketball.
Gets the bucket.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
There are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
That one drops for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
There's the pick.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Brown, good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Porzingis with the rebound. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see them go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White in its shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point.
Big slam there by Brown, just dominating the rim.
Get that out of here. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Porzingis with a screen on Poole. That one falls.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. This is Chris Middleton making a play.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Poole.
You can tell Poole trusts himself completely, gets the ball, and he immediately takes that shot.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Poole showing is more comfortable in that pick and roll setting. It can be dangerous.
Tipped.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And how about a look now at the first 2 block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. Alex Sarr is second.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Shoot 2. The first one falls. And so Tatum nails them both. Second half of playing. We're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for the dance man. Let's get ready. If you see yourself on the screen, show us your best dance move. Let's go.
some of the stats for Brown. Putting up about 22 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Poole. Good.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
First one falls for Pritchard. He's checked in for Boston. That one misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Porzingis with the block.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career. He was a great shot blocker.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
George with the screen on Howland. It'll go. The Boston lead cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Poole.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
With it. Outguarded by Porzingis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started. Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Poole.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And yes, it's good.
Staying active and staying energetic. That's how they want Jordan Poole to play all the time.
Good work there as it goes.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Triple.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
Holmes with a screen on Holiday.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Third team foul.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's good from Poole.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. All free throws good from Poole.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
sets the screen for Smart.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved. Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
There's the lob to the hoop, and Saunders throws it down.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Brown's shot is good.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Holmes with a screen on Brown. And they double up Brown.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Johnson is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jones. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And Holmes can be a tough cover, especially in that two-man game.
Golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. There's the bucket from Tatum.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time. Didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And that one's good, Tatum.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from home.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
He gets it in there.
Jason Tatum.
Shot by Smart. Tatum draws the double. Lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Smart.
And just playing aggressive basketball. Smart taking what's his out there.
Celtics foul. Al Horford. Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Marcus Smart. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Celtics making a switch here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And the Wizards making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Here's Carrington. They set the pick. And the basket is good. Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Sent back. Tatum draws the double. Craig with a screen on Poole. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Pritchard, 3-point field goal.
Sets the screen for Poole.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Nailed from three-point land.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Celtics foul. Luke Cornett. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Jordan Poole.
That's good from Poole.
Well, Jordan Poole, as far as continuing to develop his game, is more focused on becoming a more consistent player in this league.
George is checked in for the Wizards. And then for Boston. Porzingis, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's White in for Pritchard. All free throws good from Poole.
Well, Tatum has so many tricks and so many ways he can try and beat.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 1, George.
That's good from George. And that one's good, Tatum.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes. Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make. That just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
So it's Washington now, down by 12. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Wizards. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on George. Tatum passes to Porzingis. And it goes down 2 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
The latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Poole.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Washington.
On defense, the Celtics. And Middleton kicks to Poole.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
They set the screen. And the three ball is good.
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
Washington foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he's good on the second. Poole finds George. Here's Middleton. And the shot is good. Celtics working the ball around now. And George, here we go.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Middleton dishes to George. And Poole gets it to go. Holiday sets the pick for White. Pass to Brown.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
So we see Boston get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's how we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.